Last time on Dice Quest, our heroes arrived at Windsong Cave. They fought off a pair of bloodthirsty ghouls and defeated the air elemental guardian of the mythical cave. There have been quite a few teething issues as this is our first session in quarantine. So Maddie's audio is a bit wonky and there is a tiny bit where JJ just cuts out for a couple seconds. Sorry about that, there's nothing I can do at this point. Welcome to episode 33 of Dice Quest. So, if you all recall, last time...
We all almost fucking died.
Yeah, two of you are unconscious.
Maddie, you gotta carry us literally now.
Vanny,
lift me.
it is up to you. What are you going to do?
First, do the top part.
Okay.
Sorry. What am I gonna do?
I don't know.
My brain is telling me to leave them there for dead, but my heart tells me that I should probably drag them. So, let's try.
I mean, out of the two, I think I would weigh less.
Fair.
I don't have armor.
I mean, really, the goal is to get rid of Rangrim so you could do your criminal stuff, so I mean, now is the perfect time.
It's time. It's crime time. Just take me with you.
Can I just stay outside the cave and let them get, like, a long rest or something?
Set up camp?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, how far away from this cave are you going to set up camp?
Like,
10 feet?
Sounds.
It is extremely windy, if I may remind you, around this cave.
Oh, okay.
So,
Is there,
Can we stay just, like, in the entrance?
Yeah, but it's
What was- So, you can go, like, off along the side of kind of this cliff face in which this cave is situated. And if you go, say, like, 50 to 70 feet out, the wind will significantly lessen if you'd like to go that route.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So, slowly but surely, you drag your two compatriots.
Can you imagine just the scraping metal sound on the bottom of the cave? Just real fucking subtle.
You guys aren't in the cave, you're just on the outside.
Oh.
Luckily, so it is dirt.
Yep.
And a bit of grass. But you manage to drag these two there, set up camp, and everyone takes a long rest. Vanny, would you like to take some watches?
Don't roll
Okay.
12s. We almost died.
So, you kind of stay up, and after the first, like, hour or so, those two start to stir. I assume you two are going to go for a long rest.
Yes.
Kinzoon type.
I'm sorry.
That is
I
within our
tried so
power.
hard. I mean,
So are you two going for a long rest?
fuck yeah, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I don't want my character to die.
Again.
All right.
You have no
Okay.
idea. I have, like, more self-preservation for my character than I do my actual self.
All right. So after you guys get a couple hours rest, you guys can start taking watches. The rest luckily goes uneventfully. But
Okay.
during that time, y'all level up. So,
Doesn't sound very
Bam.
uneventful to me. That sounds very
well,
eventful.
nothing attacks you.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing
So-
even
What
level are we now?
Sleep while I watch.
6?
6, if I remember correctly. So,
I'm sorry, I'm sniffling.
you will get an increase in hit points. Shay, you will get more spells,
It's
which is
spell
always fun.
I don't
Now
have
that I know how they fucking work.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, hit points, spells, and I'm looking in the thing. 6th, you also get, like, a subclass thing.
You get a
Yep.
subclass?
So, you get a subclass thing. So, like, under your subclass,
Oh, yeah.
it'll say, you get this. Blah, blah.
I got another spell slot.
And when y'all are done leveling up, let me know your new HP.
Yeah. I'm having
Yes.
a brain fart. How do you spell
Okay.
rogue?
It's the opposite of rouge, so R-O-G-U-E. That is genuinely how I remember.
I'm sorry,
What?
but just
That's interesting. I think I
Wait.
spelled rouge the first time.
It is G-U-E, though, for rogue.
Rogui.
ooh.
Yeah. Whereas rouge is U-G-E.
Yeah.
Bam.
So HP.
Yeah.
I have to do math.
Yeah. D&D is just math disguised as Skyrim.
It's literally just like math and anxiety.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
Why
literally
are you
what this
complaining?
is.
That's the best part of the game. That's the fun of it.
Okay.
That's a horrible sound.
This might take a while.
Okay.
Trying to find rogue.
JJ texted me a picture.
It did.
It's a dig.
I
Oh,
feel
I
like I'm
like
gonna
it,
do
JJ.
HP.
Thank you. I
though.
made my dice
I
very
really
schwanky.
Oh, wow.
I meant monk.
I wanted
Save image.
I wanted to show you before I messed them up by using my dice.
Well, rogue. Okay.
Dice Quest.
Fuck.
Heart. Just go in there. Yeah. That's going on the teaser.
Oh,
I like it.
thanks.
It's really good. I enjoy it.
What did you draw, JJ?
I didn't draw,
You didn't draw- here,
anything.
I'll-
I set up
He
all
sent
my
a
send it.
picture
dice.
of his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, please put that on the teaser.
Perfect.
Obviously, what else would he be doing?
And he sent it to me
Yeah.
while we're playing D&D.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Gotta make sure it looks good before you text it to, like, your hoe or like.
Yeah. you gotta...
Yeah.
Exactly. You
Gotta send
double
it to your
check.
homies, make sure it's all good, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're like, does
If
this
one of
fall
them's real
here?
good at Photoshop, you send it to him first.
Let him just enlarge it a little bit.
Oh my god.
In big and
Everyone knows.
I need to make it bigger.
Yeah, that's the liquefy tool.
clone stamp tool.
The magnifying
Hey,
glass.
Jack.
Just some mosaic on there.
Yeah. Sharpen.
And just take this different picture from the internet. Perfect.
Yay!
That's a sad insight into my life.
Ouch! Self-burn.
Are you okay?
No, that really got me.
You just like called yourself out.
That's what I do. I love self-deprecation. So
damn.
funny.
Hey, Jack, I'm
Yes.
an idiot.
Okay.
I'm struggling.
Me
Uh-huh.
too.
I know I've done HP before,
Yes.
but I cannot remember how.
Me neither.
So, you go to Wizard, or in Maddie, your case, Rogue. In there, I think it's usually on the first page. It's on the same
It's like
page as
class
the big old
features.
table. It'll say hit points at higher levels. So, Shay, yours is a d6. You'll roll that d6 and add your Constitution modifier per level after first. So you would add your Constitution modifier times 5.
Jesus, math.
Yeah.
What now?
I'm finding it for you, Maddie.
Oh, okay.
Don't be confused long. So,
I hate.
oh,
Okay.
Shay, if you roll less than a 4, use a 4 instead.
Okay, but what if I got a 4?
Then use a 4.
So it's just my HP plus 4?
Plus your Constitution modifier times 5.
Okay, so that would be 5.
Then yeah. And,
So add 9?
yep. And Maddie,
Okay.
yours is a d8. So go ahead and roll a d8.
Which one? Yeah, it looks like.
It's the diamond one. It's got 8 triangles on it. The numbered 1 through 8.
Oh, okay.
It's a little dice.
Yay.
Yep.
Probably made of plastic.
Blink.
Probably green.
Nope, this one.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked.
So I roll it, then what do I do?
What'd you get?
I got a 5.
Okay. So then you take that 5, add your Constitution modifier times 5.
Here, let me send you a thingy.
A thingy of your thingy.
Is he getting more
I'm
dick
not
pics?
going to Photoshop anything.
God
Not
damn it.
again.
But I just make look a little bit smaller.
Dude, I can imagine
Sorry,
that, like,
I only enlarge things.
but like, you could probably make a legitimate business off of stupid people who didn't know how to Photoshop their dick pics.
You know, you could.
I would not be
You'd get-
surprised if that was already a thing.
Knowing me, I would get like real artsy with it too. Like, oh, let's blur out the background. Add some bokeh.
Get the levels all adjusted right, you know.
Yeah.
Nice
you know?
color.
Am I looking at the right thing? No.
Okay, on Hangouts. So, Constitution, you have a +1.
Oh,
You were looking at Dexterity.
you're right.
So you add that 5 you rolled plus 5 times your Constitution modifier, which is +1. So plus another 5. So you get a total of 10 more hit points.
So, wait, my hit points right now are like 40. 40 plus 10. That would be my hit point, right?
Yep.
But
Rangrim, what's your new hit point max?
76.
76. And Marilyn,
45.
45. And then just let me know when y'all are done leveling up. Maddie, you have an easy job leveling up.
yay. Why?
So because basically you just had to do that, and then do you see along the right hand side of your character sheet how there are little boxes and it says like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 5, level 7? If there's no box for level 6, you don't have to do anything.
Yay, I have
And if there was, you just include that in what you can do now.
woohoo! I got an easy stuff.
Yeah. That's why I like those character sheets.
Yay.
Because leveling up just goes to check if your proficiency goes up. If not, add your hit points and then you're done. It's really easy.
Love it.
Alright, JJ, are you done?
I need to write down what Aura of Protection does.
Okay. Shay, what are you doing?
Looking over my character sheet, what are you doing?
I was just curious where you were at
And what?
in leveling up.
In life.
I got my HP, and I think that's what matters most.
Well, you also get, I think it's 2 new spells?
I only got 1.
No.
Because on the 6th level, it's cantrip. I need to read.
You get 1 more spell slot of 3rd level.
Yeah.
But you learn 2 more spells every time you level up as a wizard.
Jack, this would have been nice to know, like, 5 levels ago.
Well, it's in the book.
You think I read?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I do
Okay,
think
I started
you read.
trying to read this thing straight through,
Oh no, never do that.
and I made it to about,
No.
like, page 23, and I was like, you know what? I can't.
No, D&D books are like textbooks. Only read the chapter you need to.
Use them for
Okay,
reference.
I've been especially reading through it because I'm trying to decide which character to play next time.
That's fair.
But I think I finally decided. I forgot what race I was for a second.
You're a half-elf.
I was literally looking, and I was like, oh no.
Who am
Not a
I?
halfling, I am.
I said half-elf.
Oh, halfling. Basically halfling. Oh.
No.
What else are we supposed to do when we level up? Just new spells?
New spells, more hit points, and level 6, your proficiency bonus doesn't increase, so when you're done with that stuff, you're done.
I can conjure an elemental?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wizards
It's
are
a
cool.
wind elemental. I'm gonna cut it in half.
No, listen, it'll fight for me. So just don't piss me off.
Just don't summon a greater demon as long as you can't.
I
as
want
long
to
as you
summon
know
a
you can
greater
control
demon.
it.
I also
Yeah,
would like
I've
to
done
summon a
that.
greater-
I've done that. That was pretty fun.
So, we're not supposed to pick our classes for next campaign?
No, because we have special classes. I have a list. I can send it all to you.
I mean, we don't need it right now, I don't think, but I was just curious because, like, as I was creating my next character, I'm like, I just want to create as much chaos as possible.
I do kind of like the idea that we're just slowly feeding people information about the next campaign.
Shh, you can edit it out if you really want to.
I mean, I'm going to. I'm going to edit out most of this level up.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's a lot of quiet and me sniffling because I'm allergic to my cats.
Well, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like you could almost like release a little bit of a sneak peek with this episode, you know?
Sneak
yeah.
peek.
It's like, oh, whoops, we accidentally
I want to be a
leaked.
conspiracy theorist.
We accidentally leaked what's going to happen in the next campaign. Oh no. Whoopsie.
You believe in the moon?
Okay, I'm sorry, but how could people live in Australia? It's on the other side of the Earth. They just fall off. Australia
It's
can't
upside
exist.
down.
Yeah.
Do people walk on their heads?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they walk on their hands. They need to go change the batteries in the birds so we can find out.
That's true.
Like,
Maybe
once we do get towards the end of this campaign, I am going to reveal what the next campaign is going to be, though.
Yeah. But maybe in Australia they just have like monkey bars attached to the ground everywhere so they can like hang and like swing to their next location.
Australians just get really good at monkey bars real young,
Yeah.
or they
They
fall
just
off.
got the most swole fucking arms.
Yeah, dude, their lats
really funny.
Their lats
They
have
hold their
fucking
youngs in their
wings.
legs.
Their lats are so big they can glide with them. Like bats.
I hope everyone is enjoying episode 33 of Dice Quest. We have made it to Windsong Cave and are just beginning the next leg of our journey. As I mentioned at the start of this episode, there have been a couple teething issues, and those will persist through the next 2 episodes. Hopefully, after that, we will have gotten them fixed. Episode 34 comes out on the 27th of May. Thank you for bearing with us. We hope you're staying safe and healthy, and enjoy the rest of episode 33. You two done leveling up?
Yes, I've been done for a while, I'm sorry.
I fucking hope so.
God, inform.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
we were having a good time.
I can't
were.
see y'all.
Suffer. I can never
So-
see y'all.
I know. But it's weird that we're all in this situation now.
It is.
It kind of
Anyway.
is, but I feel like, I don't know, I was
not
kind
much
of
has
giggling
changed
to
for
myself
you.
because I'm like, now they have to do what I do.
You were like,
Suckers.
see how it feels.
I know, it's like, now these two finally have to set up their own mics.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's true.
Is
One thing that's great, though, is that, like, chances are this will still be relevant when this episode releases. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably.
So, y'all wake up in the morning. It's probably not morning, but who cares? You wake up in the morning.
It's like 2 p.m. Still
Sure.
morning if you wake up.
There you go. Y'all have awoken, and it is a day.
Okay.
It is still very windy. Like, you can hear the wind blowing by, but you're not being hit by the brunt of it, which is fairly nice. You're definitely still in a lot of pain. And
That's fine.
Maddie, you're still a little paranoid.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Just thought
what
I'd
do you mean by-
remind you that you were paranoid.
I remember it was like a madness
I'm
he
not
got.
paranoid.
But we decided it was still very reasonable to be paranoid.
Yeah.
I don't remember why.
It was because she saw the ghouls.
No, but like,
Just
why?
the blood dripping off of their teeth.
Why else was she paranoid? Like, it had other things happen.
Oh, because you guys got ambushed like 3 times in the span
That's
of
right.
like
Why don't I
12
remember
hours.
the ghouls?
They were the things that attacked after the bugbears.
Yeah, for some
blue.
reason I just don't remember.
They were blue and had very long tongues.
Yes, I love ghouls.
I
Anyway,
Why is their long tongues a trait?
because
They use it
they
to-
have to fish into the corpses to get the good blood out.
Yeah,
it.
like suck out
Fair.
the marrow or something.
Yeah.
Why? That was right in my ear.
That literally gave me goosebumps, and not
All right. So, what would y'all like to do?
Not choke on my Red Bull.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
I vote.
Threaten violence.
Are we going back in? We
should
gotta
go
go
in the
back
cave,
in. We gotta
yeah.
go get that fucking hammer.
You guys have not been in the cave yet.
We've made
Just
it.
a
Okay, we
reminder.
need to go.
We've made it
in
this
the
far.
cave.
Let's just do it.
All right.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So you head to the mouth of the cave and enter. So everyone, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Here we go.
We're all gonna die.
That's not bad. I'm happy with that.
I got a 7.
That's gonna be a 14.
I got a 17.
What did you get, Rangrim?
14.
14. All right. Rangrim and Marilyn. Over the sound of rushing wind, you both hear a faint ethereal humming coming from deeper within the cave. And everyone does notice that this wind is chilling to the bone. Like,
Lovely.
your clothes are fairly dry at this point. You haven't been rained on in a good 10 or so hours. But this wind is cold.
Well, good thing we were wearing our super warm clothes.
Yeah. Like, it is blowing through them. You're glad you're wearing warm clothes. But you are very cold.
Okay.
But it could be
You would
worse.
be much colder
Yeah.
if you were not in warm clothes.
This could be much worse. I mean, let's press on.
All right.
Carefully but surely.
So, where would you guys like to go? This is a fairly wide open cave, and there are quite a few different passages ahead of you.
How many?
There are 3.
There's always 3.
There's always 3.
You
It's
should
the rule
go
of 3.
to the straight one.
Should we go in the one that, like, the humming is louder? If we can
I
hear
don't
it?
know. I don't know. Check shit out.
Yeah, let's
Because
follow the humming.
I'm assuming the humming is coming from the hammer.
I'm very glad I don't have face cam on right now.
It's either coming from
I
the
have a bad
hammer or
poker
coming
face
from
tonight.
something else interesting. So I vote we go towards the humming.
Is the humming not coming from the hammer? Because now I'm scared.
Yeah, that made me scared, so let's not go towards ethereal humming.
Just remember, I like making you guys scared. It's half of the fun for me.
Come on, let's
You
go to the
also
humming.
like throwing shit at us and curb
I do.
stomping us.
I do.
If I have to carry you guys another round, I'm gonna cry. Cry.
So,
Where do we want to go? There's 3 passages.
Which one is the humming coming most strongly from?
it seems to be emanating most strongly from the passage on the right-hand side.
Okay, do we want to go on the right-hand side then?
I guess so. We're all gonna die.
The humming's coming from the right one?
The right? Yep.
Is that where we're going, Rangrim?
Sure.
Ask
right.
your god.
Hey, God,
mean,
What,
it
what's that
might.
spell? Augury? Do you have augury? Okay. Because if you did,
Alright.
you could ask.
To the right we go.
All right. Down the right-hand passage. A couple minutes, Pat. I assume you're just going to continue following this sound to the best of y'all's ability. Okay.
I mean, I'm a little scared, but as long as you feel all right with it, JJ.
Let's go.
Okay. So, you guys make your way through. As you go through this cave, you do see a couple other wisps of air, like the air elemental you fought, but none seem to be really bothered that you're in here.
They just vibing.
Yeah, pretty much. I hate that phrase, by the way. I don't
You're
know
welcome.
why.
They're really
I just
do be-
don't like it.
Have not
So.
passed the vibe check. You have failed the vibe check.
Oh no. So, after a couple minutes, you do come up to this kind of dead end, but this humming is almost louder than the rushing wind. And you do feel like the wind's just kind of pressing against you as you're standing here. Like, it
We're in a
seems
L'Oreal
like
commercial.
this, yeah, basically.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
it seems like this dead end is kind of where the wind is coming from. And now on to what you can see. Instead of, your standard cave dead end, instead you see a blurred sight of open sky, as if you were standing atop a mountain.
Oh,
and kind of through this, you can also see a little bit of grass just ahead. And there seems to be a tree. You can't really see the trunk, but you can see some leaves hanging over. What would y'all like to do?
Can I possibly look harder?
Sure.
Just, like,
what are you going to
squint a
look
little
harder
bit.
at?
I don't know, the end of this cave? Or what, as far as I can see?
Sure, make a perception check.
That is a crisp 4.
You don't see anything else.
I have gone blind. I shook that snake too many times.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, can I look a little harder at it?
Sure, make a perception check.
I'm like trying to make a note of this, but it's hard.
16, you said?
Yeah.
All right. With a 16, that is what you see.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like there's really anything else to see. You see some clouds off in the distance from this blurry image.
Can we step out into this place?
Can I touch it?
Can I
So,
see it?
as you two said that at the same time, Rangrim, you begin to step through. Marilyn, you stick your arm through, and it seems to go through this cloudy image.
It's a portal.
Thanks.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
I
go
also
through.
followed them.
All right. So you both step through, all three of you rather, step through. And around you is a just field of open sky. There is about a score or so of floating islands similar to the one you are standing on, with a small oak tree in their center. Off in the distance, you can see just little wisps of dark lightning storm clouds that seem to be covered with some strange feathered wings. And they do seem rather far off, far enough that it doesn't really seem like they're of much concern. What would everyone like to do?
Can we find a way to the other islands?
Sure, how are you going to attempt to get over there?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna look very, very hard.
Okay, you look very, very hard and make a perception check.
Can I help?
Sure. Vanny, roll with advantage.
Okay.
Marilyn is helping you.
Oh, God. Well, that dice is dead to me. I gotta.
Did you roll with advantage?
I
Do that.
And that's 8.
You don't see anything that could help you get across.
Maybe we should just start wandering around.
Which dice?
Alright, so are we
How big
wandering?
is the island we're standing on?
The island you guys are on is fairly small. Trying to think of like something good size-wise to describe it. Maybe like it's fairly circular, so maybe like a 50-yard radius.
I'm gonna go look for a place to like get to the other islands.
Okay. You wander around, and doesn't seem like anything on this island could really help you get across.
Shit.
Alright, well, we're stuck on this island. Now.
What did you do, Vanny?
I said, now we're stuck on an island. So now what?
Oh, okay.
Does Rangrim have any special spells?
I'm gonna try jumping. Can I, like, float when I jump?
You jump,
I'm gonna
No, I'm
jump.
not jumping
and
the other
as
island, just jump
expected,
within the island.
you fall back to the ground.
Damn it.
I
No
legit
special
thought you
fair.
were just gonna yeet yourself off the island.
No.
Like, alright, here we go.
That's why I clarified.
Bye.
I do like this character. I don't want him to die by doing something stupid like that. That would be very unfortunate.
I was really ready for that.
Let's see here. I have fine steed.
Can your steed fly?
No, it's a horse.
Oh, then
Why
it's
would
not
it be
useful.
I don't know. It's the first thing I read.
Do we
Maybe
have
someone
like-
has locate object again.
Oh, I have locate object. I'm gonna cast locate object. My goodness.
Maybe you try to find your
Right.
fire sword there, Jay.
Well, actually, hold on. Well, I'm thinking, what are the parameters for locate object? Here, let me check. Hold on.
So, Marilyn, as you
Yo.
come back around, go ahead and, like, back to where you were, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I don't see shit. It's an 8.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so here are the parameters for locate object. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. Would this hammer count as familiar to me?
No.
So I can't use locate object.
No.
God damn it.
I only could use that on the sword, which
Hold on.
I didn't use it on, so.
Jack,
Yes.
how far away are these, like, islands from one another?
Good couple 100 feet.
Shit. I was gonna say, if we have a rope, maybe we can just try.
You know what would be really funny? If we were, like, going to all this work and we found out the islands were, like, 5 feet apart.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, maybe we can
Pretty
just throw Maddie. And she can throw a rope to us.
You're gonna eat me?
Okay, listen, you're
Actually,
the smallest.
wait, if they're a couple
Probably
hundred...
the lightest.
If they're a couple 100 feet apart, we might be able to throw a rope and hit another island.
Rope is typically 50 feet.
How many ropes do
How
we
much
have?
rope do we have?
Because I think I have 50 feet.
Do we only have 50 feet?
I'll help you out a little here. So
Jack's just, like,
as-
shaking his head.
No, literally, I was like, I'll let them struggle for a bit, and then I'll read on.
Puzzles for toddlers.
There's a
So,
bridge over
as
there.
you guys are trying to figure out how to traverse this rather distinct, shall we say, terrain, a very pale-skinned humanoid with massive wings, wearing small amounts of golden armor, approaches the island.
It's a demon.
He does not land, but instead asks, "What's your business here?"
Kicking
Let's
ass,
see.
taking names.
What is our business? We're looking for the hammer, right?
Yeah.
I say we're
Do
looking.
we want to tell him that? We're just
We're-
gonna steal your holy object. Deal with it.
No, it's.
If anyone
well,
would
what-
like to
do
try
we
to
wanna-
figure out
do we
what this
wanna-
thing is,
do we
you
wanna
can
talk
make
to
a...
Thor? What if that?
Yeah, can I figure out what this thing is?
Because like I feel
Yeah,
like.
I do want to know what this is.
What if we
If
talk to
anybody
Thor
would
and
like
ask,
to know,
like his?
go ahead and make a religion check for
Oh,
me.
Oh, religion?
I would like to know that
Religion.
actually, so I'll roll.
Fuck. I was ready for nature. I wasn't ready for religion, Jack.
I got a 4.
Rats.
Hold on.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
I got a 9. So
Cool. We don't know what this thing is.
I
God
hate
damn
it.
it.
well, I mean, like, do we want to talk to Thor or do we want to just take the hammer?
Maybe if we tell them we want to talk to Thor, they'll take us up to the island and we might have to deal with him anyway.
So, okay, so I'll just be like,
Hello, we seek Thor.
we seek Thor. Oh, not Odin.
We're very important
We seek
people.
Thor. We seek Thor on urgent business. There we go.
We are pilgrims.
We're not
His
pilgrims. We just seek
Maddie,
Thor.
shut up.
I'll just like put a hand over her
Shut the hell
mouth.
up.
Just shut.
She's shut.
You
We're
just
not
kick me
pilgrims.
off the island, you just punt me. You just like, be quiet.
What business do you have with Thor?
There are people looking
Important business.
I want to kiss his mom.
urgent business. No, There are people looking for Mjolnir, and we want to keep it out of their hands.
Why?
Liar.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, Rangrim.
Come
Damn
on,
you to
JK.
hell.
I should be okay at charisma. I have at least a
Come
plus
on.
3.
Don't fail.
No pressure. But if you
Why
fuck
are
up,
all
you're
of my
dead
dice
to us.
rolling like shit? I've literally rolled
you fuck
3
up,
different dice now.
I'm gonna kick you off the
I
island.
fucked up. I got like a 9.
Alright, we're kicking him off the island.
I can be like...
You're disowned.
I mean, like, I can be like... I'm a follower of Herdine. I've been protecting things for other gods as well.
Ooh,
This is
awkward.
really coming out badly. I had a really good idea in my head, but, like, words not work good?
Words no work.
Me no think right?
Sounds good in your brain, but your mouth doesn't work.
Right, not big smart? So... Here, give me a second.
Why do you think Mjolnir's in danger?
Because we recently recovered another artifact very similar to it that the cultists had taken and were planning on destroying. We also...
This dude doesn't know which cultist you're talking about.
the cultists whomst possibly worship the old gods.
Oops.
Why are you telling him all this information?
I said
Who is this?
these
Why is he our
cultists probably
front man?
worship the old gods. And these two actually saw visions. I'm not going to say actually, though. I'm going to say these two here saw visions of what they were planning to do with the items. They were planning on using them to revive the old gods. But I'm not going to end that question with a question mark. Yeah.
Just a little quick review.
I took a nap during that.
So,
He was just so quiet when he finished. We all were just sitting there like, oh no.
so
God
quick
damn.
review. The cultists want these
That's
items
funny.
because it will... How do I want to word
Nice.
this? You
None of us
can use
English.
these items to stop a summoning ritual that will bring back an old god named Oglaths, which was kind of like the king of the gods back in the day.
Perfect.
Okay.
And
better
they
said.
want them because they don't want anyone to stop them. So it's kind of like taking the gun away from your enemy before they know they have to use it. It's like the opening to Casino Royale. The new one with Daniel Craig.
Okay. I'm going to start that sentence over. This one's going to be a lot less ass.
Oh my god.
I'm going to say, we're seeking Mjolnir because these cultists are trying to get these items so they can prevent us from stopping them from summoning Oglaths. They recently tried to steal this, and I'll show them Flame Tongue. And I'm gonna say, and we believe that they are planning on stealing Mjolnir as well.
This
We wanted to warn him in person.
And we wanted to warn
Creature-
him in person.
this creature sighs a little and then says, "Very well, follow me."
Okay.
And he starts to fly off.
Bro, we can't fly.
Yeah, give me some of that pixie dust.
Y'all calling out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't
Okay.
fly. Bro,
Comes
please.
back and he pulls out 3 thorny looking brown colored flowers, kind of drops them on the ground in front of you. He's staying like a good 30 feet away from you,
Because we're disgusting.
and he
Doesn't-
drops them on the ground and says, "Bite the head off, chew, and swallow."
Ew,
So
gross.
basically just eat him.
Just eat the
Not
head.
the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
Just the head.
Okay. I'll do as he says.
Okay.
I will
Alright.
also do as he says.
Okay, fine.
All right.
It's gonna make us hallucinate vividly.
So you bite off the head, and it is rather thorny, this flower. It hurts a
Yeah.
little, not too much, though. You swallow, and you feel your weight kind of lift off the ground, I'm gonna need everyone to make an acrobatics check, please.
Uh-oh.
I've been waiting for this.
I have an unnatural.
All
My
right.
god. It's a 6.
I did perfect.
I've got an 18.
All right. So, Marilyn and Vanny, you both kind of get the hang of this rather quickly in comparison to Rangrim, who is really struggling.
I imagine he's just like tumbling and like doing front flips and he can't stand up.
Yeah, he can't control himself at all. He can control himself a little, like enough to move, but it's not quickly at all.
Can I help him?
Now let him struggle
Sure.
for a second.
So you end up following this creature for about an hour.
Jesus.
And as you're going, you all realize you are getting much closer to these cloud lightning wing things. That makes sense.
Can I roll to
Kinda,
see
yeah,
if I
I
know
got
what
it.
they
Okay.
are?
Just wanted to make sure. So you're probably only about 100 feet away from these things by the time you land. And you are on a rather large island in comparison, with a fairly old willow tree. Leaning against this tree is a small hammer engraved with some rather old dwarven runes. Ruins. Bleh, runes. Not ruins. So, after you guys land, this creature looks at y'all and says, "I'll inform Thor that you must see him." And he flies off directly towards these clouds. And
No.
after a moment of looking, you also see some rather large, normal-looking storm clouds that almost seem to be like fighting the small, wispy wing clouds. It's a weird description if y'all don't know the names of these things. Go ahead and make a nature check to try to figure out what these weird cloud lightning wing things are.
Where the fuck is my character?
I got a
found it.
15.
Okay.
Nature?
Nature.
I got an 8.
Got a 4.
4.
I've rolled like
None
every
of you know
D20.
what these things are.
God
Not
damn it.
very common in any parts of the world you have been to. Or who knows?
They're just weird creatures that float.
Yep. After a couple of seconds, this rather pale looking man flies back and just kind of nods at you and then flies off in a completely opposite direction. You don't see any land masses the direction he's flying.
Bye.
See ya.
What would y'all like to do?
I'm gonna eat
Probably
a
a-
snack. I'm gonna eat some rations.
Wait, you said there was a hammer leaning against a tree, right?
Yep.
Can I try and...
Go
Sure.
get it, Maddie.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Hell yeah, fish that. Ugh. Okay. Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
I got a 16.
16! You can't even move this hammer. Like, it easily could weigh as much as this tree that it's leaning against does.
Okay. Ooh. Well, I
Would
give
anyone
up.
else like to do anything?
I know I can't lift it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I do too.
I thought
Okay.
I'd
So
try.
I'm just kind of waiting.
Then
Yep.
do we want to do anything else, or do we want to just kind of cut the minutes of wait and pop to the end?
Let's cut the minutes of wait.
We'll
Okay.
pop to the end.